What if you could get more of the Jimmy and Nath Show with Emma? You can with the podcast, thanks to What If. You're only a what if away from great holidays. What If? It's Aussie for travel.
Welcome to the podcast. Friday's podcast, everybody. Fridays.
Now, last podcast, Emma threw something and hit you in the head. So I think it's only fair you return service.
Yeah. I've got this little mic cover. It's like
Yeah.
they call it a mic sock. Sits on top of the mic to stop popping.
So you don't sound like this. Like that.
That's good.
Thanks.
Very good, Em.
Well, no one knows what it is.
No,
I mean,
it's good.
some
It's a
people
good
don't.
example.
Make the exact same noise, but leave the thing on. Yeah, sounds the same.
Audio Bones love that. Audio Gear. He loves Audio Gear.
Bonesy, your favourite bit, Audio Bones in the Bells and Whistles Factory, you love it when we do like niche radio or audio-related humour, don't you? Is that your fave?
Yes, because only I get it and everyone else is like, what? But I'm like, that is hilarious.
I love
So
that you're
keep doing it.
You're just listening out for those dumb things I say or stupid noises that me or the boys make.
Yeah, we make noises. Who makes the most stupid noises, Bones, out of your experience, out of the three of us?
In order, it would go Emma,
Yep.
you, and then Jimmy.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not a big noise guy.
No, you just say cook shit.
Yeah,
I
you've got
say
the,
things.
yeah,
Yeah.
you've got the zingers. I
Yeah.
just have the
You
weird noises.
say-
I don't go, oh,
Hey, baby!
Or our favourite lately, Nate's been...
there's two more for you.
It will be in the show opener soon.
yeah. Wubba lubba dub dub. That's the way things go.
Oh, God.
All right, enjoy the podcast. Yeah. On the eve of a long weekend, and we are live from this.
It's today, 1041s.
That's right, court is now officially in session.
50K. Couple Courtroom.
That is right. All rise, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, plaintiff
Emma.
and defendant. Emma.
You are not a judge, mate.
You gave me a gavel last week and it's back here and...
No,
but you need to rise.
you've got to rise before you gavel.
I have
is
risen.
You have risen. Thank you for rising. The Honourable Judge Jim, the Honourable Judge Nath, we are here. We're presiding. Judge Jim, welcome back to your courtroom. You don't have to bow. You are not a sensei.
sorry.
How do you feel being back in the courtroom, Jim?
Yeah, it's funny. I was sitting here in my wig and my gown, and it strangely feels normal now.
Yeah, it
I mean,
does.
it's like, oh, it's a Friday.
Well, you have been wearing it at home too. Your
Well,
missus is into it.
I'm a method actor.
Yeah.
I just act like a judge.
Jury member Emma, welcome back. You may take your seat, jury member Emma. Thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
rising in the courtroom. How do you feel being back in the jury, our third instalment of our $50,000 couple courtroom?
Look, I'm excited. I think it's going to get heated. There's been a lot of evidence that's been presented this week, both character and expert.
It has been heated over an argument that I didn't think could get this heated, because our argument is that it's between husband and wife, Ram and Aish. Ram thinks their 6-week-old cavoodle should sleep in the bed under the sheets with them. Aish thinks this is disgusting. Before we meet our claimant and our defendant, let's go to you, Emma Chow. What are they playing for today in the
Okay,
courtroom?
so the damages are $4,000 today.
$4,000.
And that also means that the jury is up for making $4,000. That's $1,000 each jury member.
Well, let's hear closing statements now. This is the final time they will be able to talk to you, Sydney. Aish, you are the plaintiff. Welcome to the couple courtroom. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
It is a pleasure to have you here in our official court of law. We would like to hear your closing arguments right now for Sydney to hear as well.
Well, as much as I love Louis, he's the cutest puppy in the world. He is disgusting. He likes to
Order, conjecture. Sorry.
He likes to sniff and touch and lick everything he sees on a walk, and I cannot have him bringing that into the bed. So that's a strong no.
Okay.
I also think I need a bit of space sometimes, and the bed is our space. I like it, alone.
Are you saying alone without Ram?
Yeah,
I mean, sometimes.
Just quickly, Ram, I know we're hearing closing. Have you been kicked out of your own bed before, Ram?
No, yeah.
No.
That's a threat.
That's it. It sounds like it. No threatening in the courtroom. Sorry, Ash, continue. Closing argument.
Well, I was going to say, I think being alone in the bed sometimes makes me a better puppy parent for him during the day. So I think, he deserves a good puppy puppy parent sometimes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Talking about the holistic puppy parenting, Em.
I get it. Look, I don't have a puppy, but I got kids, and sometimes I just need to get away and have 5 minutes to myself as well. So I understand.
Have you kicked your husband out of the bed before?
No, but I've locked myself in the bathroom for 5 minutes for some peace and quiet.
Okay, Ram, it is your turn for the rebuttal. You are the defendant. Defend yourself, sir.
Well, that's all nice and good, but he's a puppy once, right? And you only get one chance to make these memories. And you know, if this really is just about germs, you can always just wash the bed sheets, vacuum the room, but you can never get these memories back.
Can I ask a question? Why is Aish washing the bed sheets?
Just quickly
Exactly.
before you answer that, Ram, I saw that coming from a mile away. Em's hand shot straight. She almost threw the gavel at
I
you.
think when Ram, to help you here, when you said you can wash the bed sheets, that was a generic
Yeah,
term
it's
for
the
anyone
royal
within
you.
the-
Yeah,
yes.
it's a royal
Yeah.
you.
The
Okay,
royal
well,
you,
you
yes.
can continue then, Ram. So obviously you can just wash the bed sheets is
Yeah.
your side of the argument.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Is there anything else you want to say before
Yeah,
we do
I
go
mean,
to the jury?
look, I do the morning duty anyway, so you have some few hours to yourself every morning, regardless of whether he's in the bed or not.
Aish, is this true? You do have this time to yourself?
It's
or?
true. I'm not a morning person.
Do you? I just want to throw something out there. Do you guys know how much you spent on your bed, the bed you currently have?
Oh,
Quite
I
a
don't
lot.
know.
Quite a lot, says Ram. Quite
Is there a figure or thereabouts, an
Oh my-
estimate?
$2,000?
$2,000.
Well, I mean, there is $4,000 up for grabs here. What you could possibly do is buy your own bed, Aish, where you sleep by yourself, and then in the other bed, Ram can sleep with the dog.
It's not bad mediation. It is not bad mediation.
But that's not what we're here for.
No,
we
it's
need
not.
the jury to get
God,
involved.
bloody jury members.
Oh, I'm just trying to help.
Always having their say. All right. Well, we know now that every jury member scores themselves a guaranteed share of $50,000. $1,000 each, Jim, just by having an opinion.
Yeah.
So, Sydney, it is over to you right now on 13-10-60. You need to decide the fate of Ram and Aish. Order! It is verdict day in our couple courtroom. Of course, the argument is between husband and wife, Ash and Ram. Ram thinks their 6-week-old cavoodle should be in the bed under the sheets. Ash thinks this is disgusting, and that shouldn't be the case. We just heard our closing arguments. Here is a little recap before we go to the jury.
As much as I love Louis, he's the cutest puppy in the world. He is disgusting. He likes to sniff and touch and lick everything he sees on a walk, and I cannot have him bring that into the bed. I also think I need a bit of space sometimes, and the bed is our space. I like it, alone.
Are you saying alone without Ram?
I mean, sometimes.
Well, that's all nice and good, but he's a puppy once, right? And you only get one chance to make these memories. And, you know, if this really is just about germs, you can always just wash the bed sheets, vacuum the room, but you can never get these memories back.
Now, they are the closing arguments so far. We are about to go to the jury, and of course, you are a jury member as well. $1,000 for every jury member. But before we do go to the jury and hear the verdict, you can see all of this on the socials at the Jimmy Nath Show with Emma. We've got a proper courtroom set up. Ram, you wanted to have the floor because you have one final piece of evidence to show jury member Emma, yes?
Right. I think this is pretty important. Imagine waking yourself up to this every morning.
Oh, he's got a picture of the cavoodle, Em.
Louis.
He's tried to sway the jury
he's a
with a
good
cute
boy.
picture.
I love Baba. Oh, look at his floppy
Oh,
ears.
look at him.
And
It's a
the sun
puppy.
the sun is too bright. He has to squint.
Oh, Ash, how can
How
you
do we
keep...
know that's real?
Order! Okay, it is time to go to the jury. The jury's decision is final. Max from Ramwick, you scored yourself $1,000. Welcome to the jury. Hello, Max.
Your Honours, how are we, lads?
Much
Oh,
better,
very
Max.
good, Maxie.
Much better, Max. Whose side are you on here? Are you on Aisha's side or Ram's side?
I am on Ram's side. I'm all for the dog under the sheet. Waking up in the morning to some warm puppy cuddles is the best feeling in the world.
Have you got a dog, Maxie?
Me and my girlfriend have a little sausage dog, Otis, and he's 5.
And he's in the bed with you?
Every single night without failure.
How does she feel about it, though? Are you more into it than she is?
It was actually her dog. She had it before we started going out, so
Hey, Aish, how do you feel about that? There's a lady out there in Sydney who likes the dog in the sheets.
I'll probably wash my hands before I shake a hand.
Oh, fire. Okay, 1 vote for Ram. Rania from Piermont, welcome to the couple courtroom. You are a jury member. You've scored yourself $1,000. Hello, Rania.
Hi, Your Honours.
Thank you, Rania.
People
Thank
learn.
you for the respect that we deserve. Rania, whose side are you on? Is it Ram? Is it Aish?
It's Aish, 100%. I own 2 dogs.
Yeah.
They sleep with my adult daughter. It's disgusting. She cleans the sheets every day, but she started it as a pup, like to make those memories like Ram speaks about, and now she can't get them out of her bed. Like, good luck to her if she tries to get a boyfriend because it's not happening. They've got to compete with 2 dogs. The room, she cleans her sheets. The dogs are the cleanest dogs. Like, they're beautiful, but the room stinks of dog. It's a nightmare. Please, please, please. Get rid of
It
the
also
dog out of the
becomes a
bed.
financial issue if you think about it. Imagine how much washing detergent you're going to have to buy. That stuff is expensive. And all the water
Sorry,
wastage.
you can't get involved in the sheet comments. We
I'm
heard.
allowed to
No,
talk.
we heard this week. You
Sorry,
don't wash
am
them.
I-
You don't wash
Am
your
I
sheets.
to be-
You're a
am I-
filth bag. You have tinea. You have tinea on your feet.
This is not about my tinea.
Who gave these people gavels? God damn it. We are locked at the moment. 1 vote Aish, 1 vote Ram. Kelly, where's your vote going?
My vote is with Ram. All for the dog, all for the germs, all for all of it. If he's a part of the family, go for it. We've got a 20-kilo Staffy, and he sleeps with us every single night.
In the sheets.
In the sheets.
That's a big boy.
That's a very
He's a big
That's a
boy.
chunky
Sonny, his
Staffy.
name's Sonny. Yep, and he's a great guy.
That's a big boy. Okay, how about this, Ram?
Mate, you come from a long line of stuff.
Yeah, I do. Well, I'm not a Staffy,
No,
but
your
I do.
family.
I have a lot of Staffies. Belinda from Camden, you are our 4th jury member. You scored yourself $1,000. Belinda, where's your vote going and why?
No, definitely no dog in the bed. What's going to happen when Ram has kids? He's going to be soft on the kids. He will have no authority over the dog or the kids because whatever they want, they get. No.
Aish, you are
dog in the
furiously
bed.
nodding here. You are. Do you agree with this, Aish?
No.
agreed. Red flag.
Soft puppy parenting ends up being soft parenting. No, stick to the rules.
You can
Put the
object,
rules
Ram.
down.
Are you a
Object, Your
soft?
Honor.
Are you
No.
a softy, Ram?
I think a dog and a kid, to me at least, are different things. I mean, a kid
No,
grows
they
up
both
expected
need
to enter
rules.
society.
They both need rules. I'm sorry, I disagree. They both need rules.
They
and
do
you
need
just
rules.
you just showed everyone the photo going, oh, look how cute he is.
Oh.
Just because they're cute doesn't change the rules.
True. Okay, look,
So
I think
no
I'll be
bed.
more disciplined with the kids than the dog for sure, though.
To be fair, I mean, Emma every morning shows us her kids, and she goes, "Look how cute they are."
I do. But I'm a stickler at home, though.
Guys, votes are locked. We got two
two
votes for
pieces.
Ram, 2 votes for Aish. Do you remember, Emma? You have the power once again. $4,000 in your little hands.
Okay, Ram, they were the cutest puppy dog photos I've ever seen in my life, I've got to say. But look, it's been hard to hide my opinion all week. I am awarding the $4,000 worth of damages to Aish.
Aish, you've done it! 4,000!
Cannot have gorgeous little Louie in your sheets. He's stinky, he's dirty, you're a pushover. Aish deserves it.
Whoa! You're a pushover. Good heavens!
Incorrect. Retrial. I demand a retrial.
You don't get an opinion. I'm the jury member.
I have a microphone and gavel.
Trending now with Emma Chow.
Well, the whole team of girls yesterday, and many girls worldwide, were very upset yesterday when we heard that Dakota Johnson and Chris Martin had broken up after 8 years together and an engagement. So there were rumours swirling about this relationship. I know your wife Meg was very upset by this.
She's very
Has she
devastated.
accepted it yet?
No,
she
she's
took
in-
her engagement ring off.
She's 100% in denial.
Yeah. Okay.
How about this? In solidarity.
Go to Egypt.
in solidarity, my wife took her engagement ring and her wedding band off yesterday. I mean, she claims that she forgot to put it back on after the gym, but I think that's in solidarity.
Yeah, well, there were 2 major reasons apparently that it didn't work out between them. The age gap, so she's 35 and he's 48. I don't feel like that's so big when you're in your 30s.
No,
like, it's
no,
big, but it's
not at all.
huge because
No.
you're in kind of the same life.
What is it? 35, 48?
35 and 48.
No, that's fine.
But this was the clincher, the fact that she wanted kids and he's already done having them because Apple and Moses are both pretty much in college now. So he's like, I don't want any more
No, I
kids.
tell you, I know what it is.
What is it?
Oh,
I know
here we,
because she
here we
just.
go.
Yeah, I'll spill the tea, guys.
Okay.
Watch out.
Spill
'cause
that
it's
tea.
Piping hot.
Ooh, is that Tetley's? Go.
She just finished filming a movie with Chris Evans and Pedro Pascal where she hooks up with both of them. I reckon she's...
It's a bit of a
What, she
threefer.
wanted a third, or she's into those guys?
No, I just think they're two of the hottest people in the world,
That's
Chris Evans
true.
and Pedro Pascal, and she just went, you know what? I'm potting the front bloke from Coldplay. I can get anyone I
Because let
want.
me tell you, and this might be a little controversial, right? Obviously, Chris Martin is the superstar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think looking at him, he's not
If
that
he
much job.
if he wasn't the lead singer of Coldplay and he walked down the street,
I wouldn't turn my head.
But
He's
if
very
Pedro
British,
Pascal
traditional.
or Chris Evans walked down the street and they weren't famous, they're still hot.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Chris
Do you
Martin's
think she's
only-
realising that now?
I think she's the penny dropped when you got those two blokes, making a sandwich.
Yeah.
You go, hey,
Yeah.
I want to bite.
I want that for lunch.
I want that one.
I don't want...
We can't have that one.
I want that one. Dakota, stay in the chat. No, I want that one.
I want that one. And finally, Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds are best mates. They've been friends for a while and they did Deadpool and Wolverine together. Now they've invested in an Aussie sailing team. I'm not really abreast of the sailing community, but maybe you guys know who the Bonds Flying Ruse Sail GP team is.
Oh, it's my favourite team.
It's if I had to pick a team in the Sail
be the Bonds.
GP, it'd be the
Really?
Bonds. Yeah.
Okay. Well, they put out a joint statement saying Hugh brings a deep love for and pride in his home country, as well as being an avid fan of sailing. He will also be bringing his overly clingy emotional support human, aka Ryan, along for the ride. Apologies in advance to Australia. Ryan's really getting in on the sports stuff,
Loves
isn't
an
he?
investment, the big fella.
Because
doesn't
he's
he?
a Wrexham owner.
Okay, are we going to see a Sail GP Bonds Netflix show? You
No,
know
I don't
what
think
mean?
so. But I reckon they'll do something when Ryan's down under with the Wrexham team because they're playing down here.
Get him
So I
on
reckon
the boat.
Huey will be here. They'll also do something with the Sail
They'll
GP
do the
team.
boat,
So.
yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know much about sailing. You know, what's your second favourite boat?
Wild Oats.
Wild Oats.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Wild Oats. Well,
Sydney to
Wild Oats has
Hobart.
won a few things.
Sydney to Hobart.
Yeah. When the last time Wild Oats win?
Did they win last year?
No,
Not
I don't
last
think they
year.
won last year.
Year before, though, I think.
I think they won the year before.
You got a favourite boat in the race?
Mine's Wild Oats as well. Wild
Wild
Oats.
Oats.
Riled Roats.
Wild Oats.
I think that's sunk in the Tasman somewhere, man. I don't know.
There was a new study that came out. 2 in 3 Aussies would end a date or a relationship if their pet doesn't approve. So this is taking the pet's side.
I've heard of people doing this.
And I want to ask you, Jim,
Yeah.
you've got your beautiful black love Baxter.
Baxter, yeah.
Has anyone ever come near him and he's gone, "Rrr," like he doesn't like them? And how do you feel if he does react in that way?
It's very rare because Baxter's problem is he loves everybody.
Yeah, Baxter's a bit of a slut. And
He's one of the great hosts.
And the problem with Labradors is they'll do anything for food. So, yeah, if you want to steal my dog, quite easy. But I had a Rottweiler named Ralph in the past. And he was very lovely around my friends like Joel and McCoy and myself.
Yeah.
But there were certain people he just did not warm to. He'd just be like, wouldn't growl, but he just wouldn't go near them.
Right, okay.
And I always sort of took that as like I'm going to trust the dog's instinct. If I invite a girl over, this is like back, when I'm at uni days, if I invite a girl over and he wasn't vibing, and I went, well, if
It's
the dog
interesting because in the back of your head, you're like, what are you sensing that I'm not?
Because dogs do have like that kind
Intuition.
of sixth sense
Yeah.
intuition thing.
Yeah.
Like, so you would then base your kind of dating decisions on what Ralph was giving you at the time?
If I had a girl over and he
Okay.
didn't vibe, I'd unfortunately be like, I'd never said it was because the dog.
I was about to
No,
say,
of
please
course.
tell me you told them.
No.
But Ralph really doesn't like you,
yeah.
so now neither
Who
do
the
I.
hell's Ralph? Ralph's the Rottweiler.
But in this study, so a lot of people trust their dog's judgment wholeheartedly. They trust their pets more than their friends and even more than their own family.
I actually don't trust Baxter at all. It's the opposite. If he likes someone too much, I'm suspect.
But I want to take your calls, 131060. When have you gotten your pet's approval? Did they not like someone? And it doesn't even need to be romantic. Maybe you've got a new friend and they came over and your dog's just gone crazy or your cat's gone crazy and scratched or clawed them or whatever.
Or maybe
bitten them even.
it could even be like moving into a rental. You wanted to take your dog into a new place and they're like, oh, nah, don't like this, didn't vibe it straight away, didn't want to go in the house. And you're like, oh, this isn't for me.
Maybe someone died in there.
Yeah.
No one said anything, but the dog knew.
All right, 131060. Let's do that. Jump on the phones. Have you gotten your pet's approval for something? It could be your dog, your cat, your fish, your bird, whatever it is. Chloe, have you gotten your pet's approval for something?
No, my baby hasn't.
Your baby? What happened?
So my mum has a chihuahua that's like her baby
Okay.
Yeah.
at birth, and she just won't let him in the house. Like every time he goes to walk inside, she just barks and goes crazy.
So your child isn't allowed in your mum's house because the Chihuahua barks at your child?
Yeah.
Oh, that's just jealousy, though.
But, I mean, it's a Chihuahua. You can just kick it.
Yeah.
Oh, not this one. This one's the most.
Kick my dog!
This one's what, Chloe? What's wrong with it?
She's the most spoilt dog I've ever met.
Oh, if
Got
it's,
her own bedroom, everything.
Well, you know-
Sorry, what?
And also,
she doesn't
you
just
said,
sleep in the laundry.
you
She's
said
got her
it's
own
like,
bedroom.
It said it's like your mum's baby. Aren't you
Yeah.
your mum's baby?
Oh, I'm not the favourite one anymore.
No.
What's it? The Chihuahua has its own room. It's probably Chloe's old room. Simone. Hi, Simone.
Well, it wasn't his approval, but I would take it as a yes. We were on holidays and we were making friends with the couple next door, and we were on a beach. And the first day we met this guy, he had a beer in his hand. My dog was, don't know, he just found it really strange. So every time, like, we'd meet with the couple, he'd just, like, started barking at the guy. And then by the end of the holiday, we went down the beach one morning and he's passed out, the neighbour, on the beach. And my dog, like, goes down to the beach and he's circling him. And I'm thinking, God, is he all right? And then my dog peed on him.
So he really,
That's the ultimate disapproval.
he really.
Well, that's not disapproval. Dogs pee on things that they mark their territory. Your dog loved him. This is mine.
That's actually the opposite of what we're calling for.
Yeah. He approves.
Michael.
Hi, guys.
Mate,
So-
yeah, go ahead.
I'm calling this the Sultana test. So a year ago, I brought home a girl to meet my dad, and he approved, which was fine.
Yeah.
But then my pet rabbits had to approve. They're two white twins, brother and sister. They're pure white, and their favourite treat is eating sultanas.
Okay.
And they would never eat sultanas out of the hand. You'd tip them out onto the ground, and they'd happily eat them. They're very shy.
Yeah.
And when I brought this girl home, she loved them, and she started feeding them sultanas out of the hand. And the first time ever, they would come up to her and munch the sultanas out of the hand. So they definitely approved, and this was a year ago. We just had our 1 year anniversary of meeting, and 10 weeks after that, she moved in, and we're going happily as pie.
Happy
Wow.
as pie. Happy as
Happy
Sultana
as Sultana.
pie. Sultana pie. Okay, so and the white twins are still around?
The white twins are still around. They still eat sultanas out of her hand, but they won't eat sultanas out of anybody else's hand.
Because
Michael, have you tried to get some other women over just to see if anyone else, you said it's a Sultana test.
It's a sultana test. I'm not getting any other women over because I found the perfect woman right
that's
now.
Nice. Well, Michael, that's good. If for some reason you do want to get women over, I wouldn't lead with, hey, come over, I want to test something with my white twins.
Boys, what's your go-to Uber Eats delivery?
Oh, I love Mackie D's after a big night, and Jim and I love timing it perfectly for when we arrive home in our respective Uber.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you order it before you leave. You're about to leave, and by the time you get home, it's at the door.
And
You're meeting, it's a little rendezvous.
And it freaks the hell out of the Uber driver sometimes.
Yeah.
Like
Because we're not coming out of the house. We're coming out of a different Uber.
And they are so confused, and they go to knock on the door and go, oh, I mean, we shouldn't say, oi, what are you doing?
Do you guys ever open your Uber Eats bag and go, hang on, looks like there's a few chippies missing here?
Well, no, most of the Uber Eats packages that you get now have a seal. So, like even the Macca's ones, they have a sticky tape to keep it shut.
Yeah, but do you think that they could reach their hand in? Because an Uber Eats driver is spilling the beans on behind-the-scenes behaviour
Okay.
of what they do in the car to your food before they give it to you.
So they do this.
Yeah. So he says he sometimes can't resist the urge to steal from a customer's order and claims that every single Uber Eats delivery driver steals fries, whether they admit it or not.
I'll be
Get your
honest.
grubby fingers out of my food.
I would struggle not to steal some fries.
I
You
just-
know, I'm so partial to a hot chippy.
I would.
I
'Cause you
would.
can-
I definitely
like,
would.
If I've ever been like back in the day when you used to swing at Macca's on the way home after a night out, and I'd be in the front and my mates would be in the back, and I'd get the bag.
Oh,
Right?
you always want to be in control of the bag.
And then what you do is you take a few chippies out yourself, and then you give them the chips with the less chips. So
Oh.
yeah, if I was the driver, also if there was pizza, I'd open the box, maybe a couple of slices of pepperoni.
Yeah.
You know, not like a slice, just a couple of pieces of the.
Say they got a thick shake, have a little slurpy slurp of that.
A couple of sips that's fine.
I bring my own straw though. I'm not an animal.
No, I wouldn't use that
Not
straw.
an animal.
Not an animal,
Mm.
just a thief. They also apparently punish impolite patrons by taking his time during their delivery. So if people are like, where are you, or hurry up, like rude customers, he'll just take his time.
Serves them right.
And some delivery drivers in Australia have been stealing whole orders. They call them 8 and switch scams. They basically accept the pickup, they arrive at the restaurant, then they pretend to verify that they've collected the order and keep it for themselves.
That
is brazen.
It's genius, I would go with.
I'll tell you, if you want here's a little tip for you. Go into a restaurant that does Uber Eats. And you just need like some sort of motorcycle helmet, like scooter helmet.
Yeah, bit of high-vis.
Bit of high-vis, and you just go, here for the Uber Eats delivery, and they will just hand you one.
Yeah, it's so good. Make up a number. Here to pick up for Sharon.
Yeah.
Genius.
I mean, and no, you mumble. You go, I'm here to pick up for Sharon.
I did some digging on other industry secrets. So I've got some medical secrets here. Have a listen.
I used to be a receptionist at a doctor's surgery, and often when we say that the schedule is completely full, there's always room to squeeze someone in. The doctors can also do little favours for the receptionist, like push a little bit into their lunch break. But you can only get this if the receptionist likes you. So make sure that you're dropping in, giving treats, providing food, giving Christmas cards. Get on the good books and they can squeeze you in straight away.
Jimmy and I have always said this, the receptionist is the head of the business.
Yeah.
If you get the receptionist on side, you can do anything.
She's the gatekeeper.
Yes.
But like treats every time. I'm not going to give you a Kit Kat every time I go in.
I give our beautiful receptionist, Barb, give her a cuddle. We buy, kiss.
You've gone out for a wine.
Yeah, we've had a few white wines together.
Trip to Japan
And now,
together.
look, and I've got a pass that opens every bloody door in this business.
I've also got some concert secrets. Have a listen to this one.
This is an industry secret for when it comes to sneaking backstage at some kind of concert. I used to work in management. If you wear all black and generally have a lanyard or a media outlet t-shirt, no one checks and you can just pretty much get wherever you need to go.
Yeah, walking with confidence. Jimmy and I are the masters of what we call the yeah. When they say, sir, you can't come in here, what you do is you're agreeing with them, but you don't slow your roll. You know what I mean?
You keep walking and you say,
mate, no,
yeah.
They'll be like, you need a pass. Yeah, no, mate, no, need
For
to
example,
VIP pass.
this is a simulation, right? This is a simulation. So I'm the security guard, right? Jim's trying to get in. So backstage at Katy Perry, I'm standing here, arms across. I'm the secchi. Sorry, mate, you can't come in here.
Yeah, no, mate, 100%. I'm just going to go over there, see some mates, but no, appreciate
No, but you
it.
can't.
I know the special pass, so it's at the back. I'm just going to grab it, but yeah, no, mate, 100%,
but you can't.
grab it.
He's gone. He's walking.
He's well
Like,
in there.
Away. And then you can't run after him because you've got to be security for the rest of all the people that are coming in. You can't leave your post.
Can't leave my post.
Okay.
Genius.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the final secret? It's about pubs.
Okay.
Love pubs.
I work at a pub, and the area that I always want to get assigned to is the pokie room, and that's because I can guarantee I'll always get at least $200 a night in tips. So I go over to people and take their drink orders, and they give you cash, and then you take over the drink and their change. I always give the people their change in coins because they can't put it back through the pokies anymore, and they get annoyed by it, and they end up just giving it to you. So I end up with at least $200 in tips in coins a night.
That is cheeky.
Genius.
I don't know if you want to piss off the people in the pokey room, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So imagine if you're giving them coins.
No one wants coins. This is the thing. Nobody likes coins. It's genius.
That's true. And then she just walks around and puts it on more chili and she turns that into 10,000.
Well, you can't put the coins in anymore. That's the problem with
What
machines.
the hell is the point of coins? It's a waste of everybody's time.
Gold coin donation at school. Bloody hell, that stuff.
How much does charity suck?
No, it's not.
What if you could get more of the Jimmy and Nath Show with Emma? You can with the podcast. Thanks to What If. You're only a what if away from great holidays. What if? It's Aussie for travel.